do yourself an injustice.
So, it remains the same.
It remains the same here. Okay, has anyone got any questions in the audience? I'm sure we have. I'm going to run around like a loon now. So I'm going to come back to you in a minute. There's a hand straight at the back. This will keep me fit. No, don't put your hand down now. There we go, right. Good. Okay. Oh, sorry, sir. I've just hit a person in the head. If you'd like me to hit you in the head, I can come with the microphone. Okay. Would you like to give your name and ask your question?
My name's Ian, and my question is, do you prefer the historical or the science fiction stories?
Well, that's a good question. So the question was, do you prefer the historic stories that we do or the science fiction stories in Doctor Who?
Who's being asked?
Maureen, why don't you take it straight away?
Well, as I've said, I'm not crazy about science fiction. I never understand the science fiction ones. I do them, I understand the characters, the relationships and everything, but the stories generally have been Fox. But the historical ones I absolutely love, and I did when I was doing it, you know, I always loved those. They were full of historical jokes and, you know, and wonderful stuff. I love them. And I realise I haven't really been answering the questions, I've often been answering the one before. But I would just like to say that, for me, Big Finish are simply wonderful. And I agree with everything Peter said. He could have taken the words out of my mouth. The scripts are wonderful. I wouldn't say Vicky had developed exactly, but different aspects of her character are brought out by different scripts,
Yeah.
and the way she reacts. And in this last one I've just done, I can't tell you anything about, I would say she's a couple of years older, and she's gone just the way I would have thought. Ian Potter, the script is by. Oh God, it's a wonderful script. And all the scripts for Big Finish, especially the historical ones for me, are simply wonderful and so exciting to do. And again, as an actor, I feel that Big Finish is saving my life, really. I mean, I'm able to do my job and exercise my craft, and you know, it's just great. I adore Big Finish.
Back on the series, did Bill ever have a preference of doing the science fiction on historicals, or did he just throw himself into whatever the story was? Did he ever show a preference?
No, I don't think he did.
No.
No, I don't think he did. I think some he liked some stories better than others.
Yeah.
But when it was judged by Bill on how much gobbledygook he got to learn. Therefore, he didn't like that. He was always complaining about that. You're a little couple.
No gobbledygook.
For me, the histories were by far the best. Yeah. Of all the episodes I did, all the serials I did, the audiences were always stronger and more for all the sci-fi stuff. They dropped by about 2 million, I gather, the audiences for the historical stories, which is a great shame because they were great stories. I mean, my favourite one, The Massacre, got, I think, somewhere around about 7 million, whereas anything with the Daleks in was getting 10 million. It was. I don't know why, because I think that maybe they were just too clever, and the imaginative element didn't come into it. Not everyone's hooked on history. I love it. I just like history. It's funny, my grandson has just passed his GCSEs and done incredibly well. And he got an A+ in history, but he's not doing that at an advanced level. And as my son pointed out quite sensibly to him, he said, you do whatever you want. He's mostly a zoologist. But the history, he said, I'll just carry on reading history books, which is exactly what you can do. You don't need a teacher to learn history.